feels like he can't take a step forward, somehow, some way, he finds the strength within to take a leap, to find the strength to actually move forward when it feels like he's hit rock bottom. He has chosen to live.
That is Shelena Lalji giving a TED Talk about her father's diagnosis with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. She's here today with her brother Zade and her mom, Dr. Shelena Lalji, who is a friend of this show. You've seen her many times on Great Day Houston, but today her appearance is personal and in an effort to give others hope. Good morning.
Absolutely. Good morning, Deborah. Thank you for having us all on here. Our family appreciates it.
No, you're absolutely welcome.
The entire ALS community.
I got to tell you, a year ago in September, so almost a year ago exactly, I was with your husband because he was filling my cavity. Right?
I know. He's very good at that.
He's a doctor, he's a dentist. Yes. And I remember him saying, he kind of shook his head and he goes, I don't know, I just don't feel right. I think I've been doing too much. Yes. And when he said thought he was doing too much, it's because he's very athletic.
Exactly. Yes. In fact, he was in the best shape of his life back in last summer. And you know, our family's journey, that's when it started. It was last summer, and you know, he just started feeling a little weak, and just like you said, he thought he was doing too much because he was running, he was exercising, running his 9 dental practices. He was just active.
Yeah, and how many of us shake it off, you know, because most of the time it's nothing, no big deal. Your body kind of, you know, it fixes itself.
That's right. Started with a twitch. Yeah. September 5th, walks into my office, probably right after filling your cavity.
Yeah, right.
And said, Shell, I think I might have ALS.
He thought so.
He is so intuitive. You know him, bright, intuitive. He just knows what there is to know, and that's what it was.
Yeah. And when something like that happens, you become experts real quick.
Really quick.
And
really
so
quick.
For you, what, 13 at the time? Yes. All of a sudden you become this expert in that. And so when we say ALS, we know a lot of people came to know it as kind of part of the ice bucket challenge, if you will.
Exactly.
But what is it?
So ALS is a neurodegenerative disease that attacks both upper and lower motor neurons that leaves people unable to walk, talk, eat, swallow, and eventually breathe independently. And I mean, it's just devastating. It's like being trapped in your own body. It's like,
because your mind's still there,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's like you're just a spectator in your own life. And most people haven't even heard of ALS other than the Ice Bucket Challenge, which raised $115 million for the cause.
But it's going to take every penny and more because we still don't know what causes it exactly,
it's all
how to
gone
fix
now.
it.
It's all been channeled into treatment. It's all been channeled into resources. It's all been channeled into a research for a cure.
Yeah.
And we're still raising awareness. We're still raising funds.
And let me just, Zoe, you way before this happened, when you were still a little girl. I'm looking at it as a grown woman, as a grown man almost right now. I haven't seen you all in about a year, right? But you have always had a servant's heart. You've always wanted to do things, great things for the community and stuff. And I say this all the time on the show. Sometimes you don't choose your mission chooses you. That's right. This mission chose you. You've risen to the challenge, and there's a foundation now, and you want that foundation to do what?
Well, Deborah, our foundation was initially developed. It's called the Lalji ALS Foundation, and it was initially developed as a source of hope, because with ALS there's a sort of demeanor that there is no treatment and there is no cure and there is no known cause for the disease.
But doesn't mean you just have to wait.
Right. It doesn't mean that there is no hope. And there's been this dark cloud around the ALS community because we feel that when we're diagnosed, we're given this unknown territory, and it's really, really difficult to navigate. And so the point of our foundation is to provide and generate this hope, these possible treatments, this research for a cure, emotional well-being, emotional health, hope and inspiration, things of that nature, and we've been more also devoting into finding resources to improve the quality of life of ALS patients.
And Dr. Lalji, you specialize in wellness medicine.
Yes.
And so, you know, you can say this can happen to anybody.
It can happen to anybody. And I think the toughest challenge with this condition is that nobody knows what causes it. So we really,
it's hard to find a cure. We don't know what causes.
And I think that we know, and I strongly believe with every cell of my body that the cure lies in a cocktail of therapies. We're going to have to look at the gut. We're going to be looking at nutrition, antioxidants, what is going to decrease oxidative stress, you know, the stress that we live in all the time, what's affecting the motor neurons?
Yeah.
What can we do to regenerate the motor neurons? Stem cells will come into the picture. We're not on prime time yet for that because we need to first stop the fire from burning. Right now there is a huge fire burning that is killing or debilitating all the motor neurons. Thus the function goes away.
Right. And as the body becomes less and less effective, it can't stand up to all these things,
right? That's exactly right, which is where the regeneration comes in. And you know, as Zade said, you know, it's not as rare as we think. So every 90 minutes, a new person is diagnosed with ALS, and every 90 minutes, a new person loses their battle. Wow. So we've got to make the change. We've got to make it now. We've got to find a cure, and the cure does not lie in one drug. Yes, we need to research drugs, come up with therapies, conditions that we can optimize the body's own ability to heal itself.
So ultimately, we want to get rid of this.
We
but
want
at
to
least
get rid of
buy
it.
time or get quality of life while someone's going through.
And it all comes down to awareness, is what it is.
Absolutely.
And building the awareness comes down to just people caring about the cause and realizing just that it could happen to anybody.
And we can all get out there and rally around the cause. Team IEs are the shirts that you're wearing right now because they're the walk. Thank you, because we have your walk. Yeah.
So
tell us about the walk.
Yes, let's talk about the walk, and there's a lot of information about it. I do want to say that on alsheroes.com, that's the website that Zoe really led, and it's got treatments, protocols, things that they can do, resources, as well as the information about the walk. The walk is coming up.
And the great thing about the walk, of course, is that you see other people out there who might be going through something. It may not even be ALS, but a chronic, you know, illness in the family. I want to wrap up with, you want to say thank you to, because you had to first deal with your family, but you also have your practice as well.
Absolutely.
And so you have patients who rely on you. You still take care of those patients, but those patients are taking care of you.
They're taking care of me. I would like to say, as a family and on behalf of my husband, thank you to the entire Houston community. You know, really, it's been humbling, and it's been so very encouraging, because we live in a state of constant positivity, faith, strength, hope. That's how we live. That's the only way we can make it from day to day. My patients will call in, you know, and Deborah, you do the same thing.
I don't have to actually see her, but I just need my progesterone.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
And I really appreciate that, because it's been really hard to, you know, do what I do.
People that work in your office can take care of that for us.
And all our patients are riling around us, like Zoe and Zade are putting together a day of silence at their school.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, you know,
the whole campaign
it changes the way you think about things. I remember you and I were having a conversation about, I think, Zade, I think you had the nerve to make a 95 on a test. and I remember you saying, okay, we made a 95. You should have gotten 100 on that one, because I'm thinking with myself, I'm like, going 95. Awesome, right?
But right now we're just like, hey, you know what? Everything is great. Life is beautiful.
Try your best and live life to the fullest while you have it there.
So, but thank you so much for having us.
Thank you all so much. And again, the Walk to Defeat ALS is happening Saturday, October 13th in Sugar Land at the Brazos River Park Phase 2. Check-in is at 10 a.m. and the walk starts at 11 a.m. To join Team IEs, visit greatdayhouston.com and we'll connect you to their website. Thanks again.